Good Monday morning of storms throughout the Midwest, everybody. That's a bit why we're late today and why my closet behind me is open. There's a little guy hiding in there. So
Oh, we gonna get a look?
He's so brave. What a
Look
brave
at
little
that guy.
boy. So brave. He doesn't like thunder. If anybody breaks into this house with any ill intent, he will rip faces off happily with no hesitation. But as soon as there's a thud louder than me getting angry at an Xbox, he freaks the fuck out and hides in the closet. So I got a little buddy. I got a little trading buddy this morning. But hey,
What's your dog's name, Nick?
His name is Chase.
Chase. Okay, that's a decent dog name. I'll give that an 8 out of 10.
I found him on the internet in 2014 when I was in Southeast Asia with my buddy.
Whoa.
And I sent them a message. I was like, look, I'm not going to be back for 3 weeks, but I want him, or at least come visit him. And they guaranteed that he'd still be there. And I was like, okay, because he was so cute. Why is he still going to be there? Someone's going to take him.
Yeah.
I got there, and he was the most terrified of new people dogs I've ever seen. Apparently, they had said no to 26 people before I got there because he was too terrified and violent toward them. And after about an hour and a half of giving those little cheesy goldfish snacks, he was my dog. You got to come with the right ammo. You got to come with the right ammo.
That's true.
But how was your guys' weekend? All we had was just preparing for the storms that came through last night. We got more coming through today. I think Anthony up north is going to get a couple of the shits that we got. Enjoy the hail, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, no, I spent all weekend in bed, man. I slept like 18 hours yesterday, dude.
This morning you're dying.
It's that time of the year where allergies or I'm sick, I don't know. Whatever. One of them. So, nope, didn't do anything, just that.
I mean, you and Tucker obviously went to the same rally this weekend, it looks like.
What?
Me and Tucker went shopping together.
Yeah, we got matching outfits.
It was planned. He wasn't sick. He was just 1,000 miles south. But hey, great intro, guys. Great intro. We're super exciting. I'm going to flip this over here. We've got Anthony's on screen right now. He's got the gamma exposure. We're sitting right on top of a positive gamma shelf with a little buildup below and nothing above, it looks like right here. I did notice right off of the open, the NASDAQ gave us a little pullback, but they've already reclaimed all of it. And when I say little, you know, it about 80 points from that high right off the gate. But with the way Gamma's set up right where we are now, I'm not feeling like putting on a trade until I get a direction. And honestly, the movement is a little less volatile than I expect out of open on a Monday. It's slower, I guess. The range is still amply wide. It's about 80 points there, but it's really slow. I'm not seeing a lot of excitement right out of the gate this morning. For those of you who are new to the show or just coming in, we usually start at 9 a.m. Eastern, but we had some storm shit to take care of this morning, so I was late. But you can still, we're going to do the same shit. We're going to trade Periscope Live, taking future scalps, some options contract scalps as well on Anthony's side. And throughout the entire show, if you have any general questions about the platform, if you want to see flow on a specific contract you saw that you want to break down on, just drop those in the chat, whichever chat you're hanging out on. We're hanging out in about 2 streaming services. Soon it'll probably be 3 again if I ever fix Facebook, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that. Man, that thing's busted up. But we will break those down for you. So just drop the tickers in whatever chat, the contract you're looking at, that you're hanging out in, and Tucker will pull that up for us, and we'll get that broken down as well. Now, I am going to go ahead and you opening up all of the shit I didn't have open yet.
Yeah,
SPX is pushing a little bit here.
Little behind, too. Yeah, I'm guessing it'll probably be kind of slow for the first couple days this week. That's what I'm hoping.
We've got FOMC on Wednesday, the presser.
Yeah, big.
For those of you who don't know about that, I do host an FOMC panel of macro economists on FOMC Primer. So we have like a whole breakdown of macroeconomics, the dollar, gold, a little bit of the geopolitics, everything that's going on. You'll understand a lot more from those guys than I could ever even possibly try to explain. So tune into that. That'll be on Wednesday on an Unusual Whales space at, I believe, just before 1 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, if you guys got contract requests, drop them below. I'm not getting a ton of crazy fun price action to jump into scalps on here on the NASDAQ quite yet. It's lagging a little bit behind the S&P. But it does look like it wants to bait me into a short. But I'm afraid.
Yeah, just kind of sitting in the middle of that. I'd like to see. We'll see what that update looks like. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that 71.85 up there. See what happens there. See if they move it up a little bit. So on. I hate when you open like right in the middle of that range too on the gamma. It's just.
Yeah, when I see us open right on top of that the heaviest positive gamma we have in the vicinity, I'm looking for a really strong rejection into the negative gamma below us, or them to straight up conquer that area and turn it into support. And right now we're smack in the middle of it. I did take a really cheap short, and I mean cheap. They're already basically to my profit target, so I'm probably going to flatten it here if it bounces. I just wanted to see them backtest into this range they formed on the lower end. We're up about 69 nice dollars. I'll probably close this if this 1 minute candle right here right now does not make a new low. Otherwise, they're just probably going to chop in this range a little bit, and I don't want to just be sitting here for it. Let's see what this new candle does here. I'm going to take it off. All right, we got 45 bucks. We're rich. We are rich. 45 bucks on the morning. If this bounces in any way but doesn't set a new high, I'll probably do that again. But right now, like I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of being right in the middle of the positive gamma setup right here. I want to see which direction of this they want to end up on. Anthony's taking pictures.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Not of you, don't worry. Not of you, don't
What are you
worry.
taking pictures of?
Lame.
I got some screenshots I'm trying to send over, so not to you, don't worry.
Sure.
Oh, man.
My girlfriend says you guys look like Target employees with the red.
Thank you.
I mean,
yeah.
not wrong. It kind of works out. It definitely feels planned, and I'm the odd one out. And it's definitely coincidence they're both wearing red shirts, and it's definitely coincidence that I, the only one not wearing a red shirt, am in the middle of them.
Yeah, God knows I don't talk to Tucker outside of the show, so you know.
I would not wish that upon my worst enemy.
Oh, they might bait me into another short here if they don't hold a higher high. I'm gonna be a little patient though. I still don't like where that setup is. We had that drop off right there at 71.70. It looks like, or is that 75? The orange bar. A nice flip
75.
negative there. If this doesn't turn into a wall for them, I think they might give us a nice back test of 71.60. If they can hold on to that, I might look for what you were looking for there at the open, Anthony, that 71.85 attempt. If they set new lows and give me a good back test without holding that 60 as a firm support, I'm going to short with a little bit more size on the second one.
Yeah, nothing for me yet. I'd like to see that 71.85 grow just a little bit more. I like waiting for at least a couple updates, as there's so much stuff getting put on right at open.
Yeah, and again, like NQ, the Nasdaq's moving a lot slower than the S&P today, which they take turns sometimes. Let's see if they set a new low here. If they don't, I'm still just going to be looking at this as kind of a range trade until they pick which side of that positive gamma they want to hold price on. Right now, they're still holding that 60 as support from above. They just tapped it. Let's see if they get through that or not. In the meantime, as always, everybody, if you're just joining and have any flow requests, drop those in the chat, and we will jump right into those as well. I did not break the chat this time, so if you're being quiet, I think you're just bullying me. Or
they're all
just
sleeping in.
So transfixed by our beauty that you can't form words. And if that's the case, it's okay. Don't feel too hard on yourself. It happens to the
everyone.
best of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
that's why, Anthony goes quiet for long periods of time. He's just so transfixed by his own image.
Anthony's just up there looks-maxing with his zoomed-in camera.
Hey, I did get a haircut this weekend.
I was about to say, I noticed that.
I told you he's logging all
smaller.
of us. We just got a massive pop in net put premiums. And now, yeah, actual massive. Usually when it's early in the morning, you can see these premium lines seem really dramatic, but they're not, because there's not a whole lot of premium behind them. It's just relative to zero, basically. We just jumped from basically 5 million net put premium to 40 million just now. And so I'm going to be keeping an eye on that Periscope setup And if this shifts into bearish territory, we're going to have a lot of fun to the downside, I think. Nasdaq still refused to make a new low, still refusing to make a higher high. Let's see what they give us. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm with you, Anthony. As far as like options volume and shit goes this week, we do have a little bit of earnings on the table to keep an eye out for. But for the most part, when we have FOMC week, the markets tend to give it a little breath.
Yeah.
I did jump into that pop on a short. I really want a new low. If they don't give it to me, oh well. I'm not going to let this trade go red, unless, Hulk Dick Trump tweet yeet candle happens right here, right now. I want a new low on this. Let's go. Let's go. Give it to me. Do it. 20. Nope. Literally 10 points down and I'll hit flatten. Come on, NASDAQ. Be cute. Be cute, NASDAQ. Oh, this is where we're going. I really want them to get below that 54. If this 1 minute candle bounces out, I'm going to instant flat. Otherwise, new low is my target here. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And close enough, I'm out. Close enough, I'm out. We have a short video on YouTube Shorts as well as on Instagram Reels about the too close. You see how they didn't quite get there? The last time I didn't take profit too close, like when it was close enough on the show, I had to sit for another 10 minutes in that trade as it ranged. So yeah, we're going lower now. I think they're going to give me another opportunity to get in on a back test regardless, even if this shifts bearish. But close enough is close enough, y'all. Yeah, we went a little bit lower. Great. Cool. I don't care. I can get in another trade. But what you can't do is get back the trade that already went back against you unless you sit and wait, flatten, re-enter. And in that short video, it should be pretty easy to find on the Instagram. We haven't had a lot of reels since then. Just take your profits when it's close enough, man. Just do it. What are you looking at there on CRM? I do real quick on Spotify. Spotify, what in the fuck is wrong with my brain today, boys? On Periscope, I'm expecting them to give a little bounce in this area. Yeah, that's what came out of my mouth. That happened. I'm expecting a bounce in this area to let me back in to another short. If they just knife, I'll just sit on my hands until a new entry presents itself. But right now, they're already dropping to that 7150 positive gamma, which was basically the last one until way down at 7100. Currently, what's 0 day look like? Yeah, we are now firmly below that positive gamma. There's not really any buildup of positive gamma below us. It's just straight negative. And so if sellers really get frisky here, this can become acceleration to the downside. I'm of the mind we'll try to gravitate back toward this cluster of positive gamma, just like we were out of the open. But I'm going to be keeping an eye out for another scalp. But right now, we are 2 for 2. We're up about $200 on the morning, and it's fucking 17 minutes after open. We might make this a flow heavy show and call it good there, but I'll let you know. Let's start diving into some of these requests.
I do like that 7185 grew, and that 7190 kind of grew a little bit there too. I almost want to kind of snag a little long here.
Want to knife catch it?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I think I'm going to. Give me a second here. Maybe. Come on. God, my broker's just slow today. Slow.
If it's like super slow, I would be careful with scalping, because then you'll have what happened to me with that futures platform that shall not be named.
yeah, we don't talk with them anymore.
Somebody who knows is gonna request their ticker, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
Damn it, I'm not gonna get filled.
I'm surprised our homie Full Metal Mexi isn't hanging out.
Probably sleeping, man. It's still
Dude, I don't blame him.
Early at him.
I don't blame him. There's still 300 of you homies hanging out in here. I know one of y'all got another request outside of CRM.
Hey, Tucker dropped a couple in here.
Oh, he did. Okay, I'm the asshole, actually.
Short My Existence asked about CRM, and Sonny Diego asked about AVGO and MRVL.
Okay, word. I thought you were saying to short your existence, and I was like, I'm down. I'm so down.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
Jeez. All right, I'm gonna watch this out of the side, but yeah, CRM, just kind of a blanket request there. Oh, hold on, I'm keeping an eye on my trade there. I'm breaking CRM. The only thing I'm kind of seeing so far on the day is that 51875 call, heavy volume there, heavy volume, and very short term, already kind of made a move on those 144.
Oh
They're trading
yeah.
up at
Oh, did they bottom
239.
tick that shit?
Very close, it looks like. Very close.
We're getting a nice rejection on the Nazi here. I'm not in it though. I wanted a bit higher of a back test. So if we're done there, that's fine.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, when these came in, they looked pretty good there. IV spot filling up the ask here. These I would have said buy'd open there, and the one bid side there's only one contract. I'd say I like those ones there. That's kind of all I'm really seeing on CRM there right now. I mean, everything else is kind of lighter volume there for the most part.
That one was fun right out of the gate, though, especially since they're weeklies. Does CRM have earnings this week? They're already up.
They had earnings last Thursday.
Oh, really?
Last Thursday, I believe, yeah. And
That's
they
some 3% pop for them. While the market is currently downtrending, the Nasdaq just set a new low here. I imagine.
Oh no, they didn't. I was thinking of something. No, I was thinking of ServiceNow. Never mind.
Oh, I thought you said no, they didn't make a new low, and I was like, buddy,
ignore me. No, ignore me. No, I'm watching this.
Yeah, 7140 would be my big target here to the downside if they actually sweep down here. I'm still not chasing this short. I wanted a higher back test to enter in a new one, and we didn't get it. Nasdaq either just fucking goes, or it gives you like 7 opportunities to join the fray. I'm hoping for an opportunity to join the fray because right now we are already 50 points lower than where I took my profit on that last short. That stop out would be a little more than I'm comfortable with. So I just got to wait, sitting on my hands and waiting for another back test up, maybe to the 350s area, 27,350s, and then I'll eyeball another short as long as none of my Periscope or net premium structures have changed.
Man, that 7185 keeps growing, man. I'm keeping an eye on that one.
It's interesting to see them falling off in between as well at those 7160, 65, 70. But 7100 flip positive as well. But it's kind of minor compared to the positioning above. So I don't know that I would go, you know, oh God, we're gonna knife 50
minor
points.
With an O.
With a that time it was with an O. Yeah.
Just playing another bit we usually do.
Uh-oh.
Still early in the day.
20 minutes into the show and I'm getting canceled already. Holy shit. Nasdaq is not wanting to give me a re-entry. We're already testing 27,300s, bouncing a little now, but it kind of looks like they're just going to kick the floor out. What are we looking at here, CRM? When's their earnings?
They are, oh man, did you hear that? 527s. Yeah, 527.
We're going back to 2008 there with that one.
Oops, here we go. Hold on, my contracts are almost positive here. Just straight into that. Yeah, the CRMs were just kind of that high volume one that I kind of noticed. Let's look at MRVL here. I know that was one for Tucker. Oh, hold on, I'm up on these contracts. See, I told you, I'm like, I don't like trading live because this is what happens.
And
there is 10% for me on those.
Nice trade. I got no complaints with that.
13%, sorry.
Really rough show for you to be co-host on if you don't like trading live.
It's like literally the only thing.
Not that. Not that. I mean, not like that. But I mean, it's like, you know, you get a little focused on your trade,
or you're me and interrupt a good breakdown of something actually important. Nobody gives a shit whether I'm losing or winning.
All right, I'll close my broker there and I'll stop looking.
Good trade though. Okay, so hey, that makes us 3 for 3 on the morning. I just want to point that out. That's 3 for 3, dude. We're killing it right away, even though neither of us are in it to win it today.
There is such thing as 100% win rate.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, if we stop now, we did it. All right.
Yeah.
Good work, everyone. Never trade again.
Jeez, this is a Monday show, huh?
Yeah, Monday we can tell.
All right, let me do MRVL since I can actually give it my full
But hey, I gotta say, it's
now.
A goofy-ass Monday show, but people are sticking around so far, and for the first time ever, Twitter's analytics are working in real time, so I can actually see whether you guys are hating or loving what we're doing before I end the show. Or rather, before 8 hours after I end the show. It's about how long it takes to get all the data.
That's very helpful.
It's great. Is it working? I don't know, bro.
But you guys aren't talking enough especially in the Twitter chat. Come on, say some more things.
Hey, they're waking up, Tucker. It's early. It's a Monday. Let them wake up, Tucker. It's
I don't want to give him the
it's
benefit of
early.
the doubt.
Rising up,
Tucker.
back on the
Tucker.
street. Did my time, did my tennis. I was just
That'll
trying to get him.
wake him
I was
up.
trying to get him hyped up. It didn't work.
That'll wake him up.
I tried. It was a shot. All right, let's look at Marvel.
Nick saying one thing and then looking at the Twitter analytics to see if people liked it.
Just
you guys like that? You guys like that?
Back on my feet.
Yeah, Marvel here though.
What
That
a
51137.
Bro, I'm sorry, I gotta say it. We should have kept those longs on.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I know.
This is also why
Yeah.
I didn't chase into that short, even though I knew we were going lower when we created this little shelf here. I knew we were going lower, but the stop out would have to be way up at 401, and when you're trading at 330, 340, I'm not trying to sit through fucking 70 points of stop out when my profit take was only 20 points down. Like, that's crazy shit. But yeah, that was a nice pop. All right, let's look at Marvel. I'm gonna shut the hell up unless we get like the cleanest trade.
Perfect. Yeah, the 51137 puts, I'm guessing these probably already kind of pot. Yeah, I mean, they came in a lot earlier there. I mean, 94 and trading up at 126. I probably wouldn't chase these now. I mean, very short term, pretty far out of the money there. Looks like trying to trade that momentum there, but already significantly up. We can just take a peek at the flow here and see how it looks. Here, take a peek again. Looks like it all started about that 8:41:54-ish here. That's all of the same time slot. IV spikes when it comes in. Spots filling at the ask. Yeah, nothing.
Pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean, a couple bid sides in there, but it's only one contract. So, I mean, that's the main thing I'm looking for is that size there. If it's like 30 or 40 contracts, maybe a little red flag. One contract, not a big issue for me. Yeah, I would have said these are buy to open there, and looks like they are. I mean, got their good move on those quickly. What else for MRVL? Possibly that 51150 put here, maybe. A little more congested on this one, and we do have some previous open interest there too. Again, all of these look like they already kind of popped a little bit too with us being down. It was like 11% there. I mean, it's starting to really chug up now. Yeah, this one just kind of a lot going on. And then, how about this 51175 call? This one could be interesting because it's just sitting at break even right now. 13% out of the money, pretty far, but we do have some previous open interest too. Let's just kind of see. Yeah, this one, kind of you can see, I mean, there's your 700 contracts. There's just kind of a lot of previous noise there to know if this is an opener, if it's somebody cutting a trade, so on. Anything else? I'm not seeing really anything else. Just kind of that's about it for MRVL. And then Avgo here. Let's see.
AVGO sometimes gives us a little something to wink at.
Yes, it does. How's our premiums look? I think we already had earnings on here, didn't we? Maybe. No.
What was that on the 22nd? So. They had a pretty good amount of net call premium on the 27th.
March. Let's go back.
But today is, I'm stupid, 22nd. Oh my god, dude. The words that come out of my mouth are not the ones I'm thinking today.
It's Monday. It's Monday. Yeah, April 22nd. Yeah, you had your big spike there. Let's just go take a peek here. And it looks like it might just be a contribution of a bunch of names there. I'm not seeing one big ask side hit there. Maybe... no. Junk. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, just... Oh, God. They're all weekly expirations there, too. Weekly and mid-weekly expirations. God, I hate those mid-weekly expirations.
It's weird, dude, seeing them on normal tickers. It didn't take me very long to get used to, like, SPY and QQQ having dailies, but it still weirds me out that I'll see, like, Apple and NVIDIA with Monday, Wednesday expiration.
Yeah, it's so odd.
It throws me off.
It's super odd. This one, so you got 2,700 contracts here. I'm going to assume just without even looking at it, these are probably short puts. I mean, look what they're priced at, 2 cents there, 7% out of the money. Probably short on these here. Let's just kind of take a peek there. I mean, this is a pretty junky flow here. I mean, just kind of looking at it, I would probably lean
Now
short
the
on
flow
these.
is shooting up on a Monday.
13. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, everything's just kind of moving now. Anything else on Avgo here? Zero.
I took
DTE
that
calls.
short right off of that rejection. If we can't really chug through this shelf we just set up, my bias is going to flip actually bullish, and I am going to shut the hell up for brand new setups. Basically, what happened on the NASDAQ is we tested VWAP from below, rejected. We're currently in the middle of that periscope range yet again. That 71.85 is my fear for shorts. It's still building. The only one really building up below us is way down at 7,100, and I think that's kind of a stretch without a change of structure. But if we get a good rejection here, I'll be really happy with the position we're in. But we can go back to that.
Yeah, Yeah, hey, I think I'm perfect, knock on wood, for scalping Periscope on the show. I think I'm perfect,
Take
100% on it so far.
Take
Hey,
it and run it.
I'll take it. I'm gonna retire so I can say I was 100% win rate on it too. Yeah, Avgo now. Maybe that 51447.5 call could be of some interest here. It's a lot of ask side on this one. It looks like it's an opening trade here. Trading at 222 here. Very low multi-leg. 7% out of the money. A little far out of the money for weeklies, but let's just kind of take a peek at it. And it's a repeated hits ascending fill. Ooh, I like these ones. I like these. You get your IV spike here, and then it's your ascending fill. Oh,
Yeah,
these
and I wouldn't
look
even worry
spicy.
about that little guy at the bottom either. I don't think he's related at all.
What little guy at the bottom? Oh, that
there
one.
was
Oh,
one
yeah,
little
no,
multi-leg pincher down there.
That little one. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't worry about that little
ain't
guy.
Oh yeah, we ain't worrying about that one. Yeah, repeated hits ascending fill, IV spiked. Yeah, these look pretty good. These are ones that I will I'd like to come back and look at here. So let me just pop this into our chat here.
We're up about 20 points on this short. I'm going to leave it for a stop out or profit target. My profit target's really far down. Risking it for the biscuit here. Just real quick. I won't even update this until we're like halfway to target or stopped out. I'll shut up. All right. AVGO. 447.5s. Those are the ones, right?
Yep. I threw it in our chat there.
All right, dope.
And that's one thing, too,
we didn't really have a lot of follow-ups from the last show, I'll be honest.
No, we had some good flow. I
just
will
that roll,
work on
really.
Actually, I started to look through it, but then, being down and out Saturday and Sunday, I planned on doing some write-ups, and then I was kind of happier. Like, yeah, we're going to start the show a little late. And I was like, thank you, because I was not feeling it there. But I can pull up a couple of the pieces of flow from the last couple shows there, and they were actually really good pieces of flow. If we want to
if we get a lull in request, more than happy to look at some of them. I know that GEV is more likely than not still open. That's the one that rolled twice, and they're sitting on like 13 million in profit already. Fuck that guy. But yeah, if you missed the last show, we found a really textbook example of somebody rolling a synthetic long, which is like the riskiest bullish position you can take with options. And they've been doing it for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, really interesting trade. And that's
his current position could go to 0 and he still pockets like 6 million. Like that.
Only 6 million.
Yeah, but like, on a risk reversal, dude, a synthetic long, like the trader reinvested every single time he rolled. So he took profit, but then reallocated the vast majority of that winnings into a new position. So they're just rolling their stuff end over end. They must have a really confident take. Because risk reversals are very, very, very bullish.
Let's. I'm gonna pull up a couple of those contracts from the show from the last, and I'll do more write-ups on them too. Just this
Yeah,
weekend.
for those who
was
don't know,
not happening.
at Anthony Sanford on Twitter, he does really good write-ups of some of the flow that we talk about on the show, breakdowns of the structure of the flow, why it was interesting, what it did. So definitely check those out. I'm kind of a piece of shit with my own show and don't do enough write-ups on it.
I like doing the write-ups, so I like doing the write-ups. They're fun.
Maybe I'll start
Yeah,
sneaking you into our
that's.
newsletter here and there to give myself a breather.
Oh, yeah.
This-
Sorry, it looks like I'm retiring.
He's like, actually, I quit.
But yeah, so like last Monday we had these SMTCs here, pretty long dated here. They made a good little move there. I didn't write down the percentage. I'm not gonna do the calculations for you. I'm lazy right
This
now.
short is
11,
just
14.
teasing. Like, it's just chopping in this tiny flag range, and
I
I'm
need
going to
to
be
see, do we have
really
an update?
sad if it turns to a complete breakout to the upside. Because we are up decent right now, but, like, I know I said I wouldn't update till we were halfway there. We're not halfway there yet. But it's I wanted
that
to,
185, man.
I know.
That 185 is
It's
speaking
drawing,
to me, man.
and we're bouncing a little bit on that 7160. If SPX sellers can't get us through that, I might just take this $100 and fuck off into the ether. But we'll see. I kind of want to let it play out, but that 7185 up there, if it starts acting as a
Keeps
bit of
growing.
a magnet, if this 7160 holds this firm support, I'm gonna lose this trade after being up $100 on it. So I'll let you know. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I still like where our net premiums are going on the overall market. The net put premiums haven't really fallen off that much given this bounce. They're still
Those are
staying pretty
tight
firm
looking.
up here. But if I get stopped out of this trade, oh well. I think the same one will be available higher up. So I'll just let it happen. We're still up about $40 right here. I'm just gonna let it happen. I'll shut the hell up.
Hey, that's all it takes. All it takes is a little bit
As
more.
Haley Williams once said, "Gonna let it happen."
Whatever. We're gonna get a guest. You gotta get a guest artist on this show, then you guys can like sing together.
That'd be dope, but I would look like way more of an asshole than I do now, just singing random shit. Because
That's
then
fine.
they'd be here. That would actually
That's
be
fine.
dope. Hey, somebody get me into contact with Paramore's marketing manager. Let's get Haley Williams on the show. That'd be cool as fuck.
Just finds out she trades stocks in her downtime, and she just comes in and just wipes the floor with us.
Multi-billionaire outside of the music.
This is the Periscope setup right here. You're seeing. I'm just like, oh man.
Paramore Periscope strategy. That'd be dope. That would go hard. Mixing stocks with pop punk. I'm in.
Oh man, the shit we come up with.
It's Monday. We're allowed to be stupid.
last Monday's show. Speaking of Monday, the SMTCs from there. Good little move on Friday. Obviously, a lot of time on those, but they made a good move. 11.14 up to looks like a high of 14.97 there on Friday. Again, that's all you need. That's all you need, and they're still pretty long on those. The FRMI 6 calls. I looked at these. I think this was a same day exit by that whale. So looking at 1600 there on Monday, we had another 1600 come in there, and you didn't even have that full volume carryover. So looks like our little whale got out that same day and may have missed some profits on those. I mean, 226. I mean, trading around that 270, 280-ish for a couple days there. So I mean,
after this one, we have a
worked out.
good breakdown request as well on a direct contract. This is a backward
Cool.
looker, right? Yeah.
Who, me?
This is, no.
Yeah.
You're fine. Once you're done with this one, we have a real contract for the new.
Okay. We did the GEVs. These might. So okay, this is one that was very interesting to me. I saw a lot of people on FinTwit kind of talking about the Microsoft 460 here. This is one that I kind of pointed out to you where I was like, I'm a little cautious on this one. Again, overlaps are in, so anything can happen, but came in at 812 and look at our huge drop here. This is why I was cautious on this one. Let me just go find it in here. Let's see. Let's go find our bit right here. So again, what drew caution to me is you had that IV drop as price was going up there. It did fill that. Again, just something that I was cautious about there, and not necessarily a bad thing, just something that should draw caution to something there. especially with that price going up, I'd like to see that IV go up there. So I mean, just kind of something that caught my eye, and this is one that we looked at live there too as well. So just these are, as of right now, if that whale was selling that premium there, I mean they're doing pretty good. But again, one of those that overlaps earnings, so total coin flip anyways. Let me do that one that you dropped here too. Let's
The
see
one
that
from
tub
our
you
man
dropped
Griff
here.
Lord.
The RTX 175 puts.
Yes, sir. All right, real quick, I added to that position on the bounce because I got sick of this tiny chop zone. I'm taking half of it now, and now we literally cannot lose on this trade. This can stop me out all the way, and we still pocketed about $70 off of that trade. Otherwise, let's see if they... All right, if this starts accelerating, I'm actually going to move my profit takedown since we've already got profit on that. And let me see if they can kick this out. Right now, they're holding the bottom of the initial range from the open. If this bounces really hard, I think we're going to start getting that draw upward again. But other than that,
Man, they
we're chilling, dude.
keep moving up too. That's...
I know. That's my concern.
Ugh.
So when we got this little candle here that rejected, we're setting lower highs on each 1 minute candle. I added a second pair of contracts, and I trimmed them right here on this candle. That was basically the total profit we would have gotten on just the core position all the way to the profit take. And so I'm satisfied with that. Now it's basically we're in runner land, and I want those runners to take me down to the top of the recovery range from the dump this morning. If we get it, I'll hoot and holler and try to be excited for the content aspect. I tend to get pretty boring. Because when I get excited, I overtrade myself into oblivion sometimes. But I gotta put it off on the show, baby!
Unless you trade on the show and get a good hit, and you woo, good job.
Like, yeah, we did it. Awesome. All right, I'm going to set
It's
my
Monday.
stop
I mean,
on
what
that.
do you expect?
And if they get my stop, it doesn't matter. We win no matter what. I'll shut the hell up. That was a good trade. We're doing damn good this morning. Let's look at our TX from our boy Griff Lord. Don't grift me, bro. I'm gullible as shit. Griff Tucker, though.
So
Take Tucker's money.
Yeah,
that's
good.
easy. It's like
Sounds
taking
good.
candy from a baby, man. RTX, so it is 100% multi-leg, so we'll dive into that multi-leg here. 1% out of the money. We don't overlap earnings, so that's a good thing. A lot of volume on this one so far, too. Looks like a lot back there on 421, so I'm guessing, just without looking at it too far, this is, without even looking at the multi-leg, I'm going to just tell you what I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess this is probably a roll here, just kind of guessing, just looking at it right now. Here's your 152, 435, maybe they're rolling out the puts. Let's see.
Roll it! Roll it!
Nope. Well, see, I was getting cocky there. I was like, oh look, I'm gonna be right about a multi-leg for once. Nope.
Get it quicker by the
Bid
hour.
side here.
Rolling.
So your 821 is the 195 put then. And they're in the money, so what would you do with this one then, Nick? Since they technically closed.
What were the
probably that
175s
515.
trading at when they opened? If we're assuming
They were
this
at
is
one.
a roly-poly. Oh,
They
what was
were
the stock
150.
trading at? What was the stock trading?
April 21st.
If you just click on it, it should just show in the flow feed.
I suppose I could do that.
So
So
they're
190.
already rolling an in the money put to an in the money put. I'm gonna go ahead and assume, again, this is an assumption. You can't know for sure unless you are that person. But I'm gonna assume on this one, they're rolling a short and profiting with each roll. So these were trading at 152 when they opened, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And then what were they trading at when they closed? Higher?
435.
Holy shit. Hopefully they're not
Yeah,
rolling
so
shorts.
yeah,
That would be painful as hell. It does look buy to open on the initials, so I might be wrong about my rolling a short here.
Let's just take a peek here.
What are we trading at? We're trading at 175 today. We were trading at 190, you said, when those opened? Yeah, 190. They're rolling long puts then. I can't think
Yeah,
of another
I was
way
gonna
this would
say
be not troubling for this person. Yeah, those look way firmer on the ask
Yeah.
side than I thought they were. I really hate those mid fills, and the way the transaction on the new puts looked raised my eyebrow a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you. They look like buy to open. Again, look like buy to open. They're transacted a little above the mid there. I mean, a little closer to the ask. It's yeah, one of those that you'd see in real time, and you don't get that clear. I mean, it's almost a midfill, just slightly on the ask there. Again, that's why, I say it every episode, that fill versus spread is very, very nice, especially for those wider bid-ask spreads, because you can see that visual fill there. Yeah, these, I lean buy to open there, too. And, I mean, it would make sense, because like you said, if they were actually short these puts, probably not the happiest person right now.
Yeah, I'd say.
Probably not that happy, but yeah, good contract there. Very good contract.
Go ahead
there.
and save the new one. Let's see if we get another long-term player here that's just switching contracts, because it did look like the 175s were the first part of this position. It didn't look like that was part of a roll itself, but we'll keep an eye on that.
All right.
I am still in these two runners. They got right below my stop there. I moved it down. That's why you see the stop order place. My stop was right up above this red candle. I moved it down to here because that's the new high they set. But again, I'm still wary of the buildup of positive gamma at that 71.85, way the hell up there. We're sitting still on the shelf at 71.60. I want them to kick out the bottom of that. I want a retest of the lows. But if they don't, there's a pretty good argument for them to be dicks today. Rip us up into this range, up to that 71.85 area, and then trend just within this range the rest of the day. That would be the most annoying shit possible that they can do, and I'm waiting for it to happen. I really want the 71.60 to become resistance for this short. But so far, it's been support. But we'll keep an eye on that. Dude, if this just bounce, go to my profit target or stop me out already. This is the thing that
I hate that.
I'm too impatient for shit sometimes. It's like either tell me I'm wrong or tell me I'm right and do it now. And with NASDAQ, a lot of the times you do get told right now, and not today. Today is just slow. I'm of the mind, like we were talking about at the top of the show, they're gonna bait us along until J-Pal takes his last podium stance. This is the last one, right? Not the last one? This is the last one?
Yep, it's his last one.
Woo, my computer
barring Warstock getting confirmed.
Yeah, I mean.
All that, and then that's a whole other big mess, and yeah. Well, we'll just assume that he's confirmed, so then yes, it would be scheduled to be
I wonder if J-Pal will stick around. Well, we'll talk about all that shit on the FOMC panel on Wednesday.
Yeah. Tune in Wednesday.
And we'll do a little like primer stuff and trading before the panel as well. So we'll still have our normal Wednesday show. Don't worry.
Looks like we got a request from Sam Jones for Ford here. Just kind of a blanket request. Just kind of looking at everything that's coming in right now. A lot of action on that 5-1-13 call here. I don't know if anything's gonna stick out. Do we have earnings on Ford coming up? Let's just see.
I added again, and my profit target's way closer with my stop right at the top of this 1 minute candle. I'm going to be quick in and out on this. Show it on screen. If they can't take out this little local low 10 points below us, we are done with this, and I will wait. Kick out the chair, baby. I'm going to take half off again. And I'm moving my stop one more level down. We're just going to keep playing around this core position. I'll let you know if I get stopped out or hit full target. But this is a good trade no matter what. We're vibing.
Choppy.
We're technically not at the flow request part of the show, but since we started late, we're just going to do everything all at once throughout the duration of the show. We'll just do everything. All right, go ahead.
It's going to... Yeah, my filters have not even been going off, so I don't think...
Built Ford tough. Let's go.
Earnings in 2 days here on that. I'm not seeing a... Oh, shit. Jeez, that's how you know it's a Monday. You don't have no idea how many times I do that where I'll just exit out and go back.
Oh, man. We are killing it this morning, dude. Like, we're trading really well, but the content of the show has been complete dog shit.
Hey, I mean... Making money is all that matters, right?
Well, I mean, the show's part of my job, so I gotta make the show good too.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Well, making money helps the show. So, Yeah, I'm looking at Ford here. Last 14 sessions have had a lot of bid side call premium here too, so just kind of something to just at a face value look there, be aware of there. Earnings in a couple days, that 5-1-13 call, just not a whole bunch on this one. A lot of open interest on this. Ford has a lot of open interest on those. Again, you don't know who's passing contracts off, closing positions, so on. The 5-1-12.5 call, again, kind of messy with a lot of open interest there. I mean, we just had 6,900 contracts trade on Friday, and
Nice.
not even a third of those carried over. So, I mean, it gets a lot of contracts changing hands on Ford there. How about that 5-8-13-5 call again? Yeah, I'm just looking. There's just a lot of just contracts being traded, just not massive changes in the open interest. I'm not really seeing too much there. The interesting thing is, just looking at that historical earnings there, when they do hit that implied move, it does tend to favor that downside. We do have a nice little outlier there, though, from Q3 of 25. And I mean, the last 4 quarters historically have had that positive kind of post earnings move there too, and then your 3 before that red. So I mean, recent history shows kind of maybe some positive movement after, and then your history before that is showing you negative. So again, you don't get that kind of full one side or the other there. And again, earnings, it's 100% going to be a gamble no matter what. You have to be comfortable losing whatever you put in. That's just the way. If I trade an earnings contract, I'm not hopeful that contract's going to be profitable at all. It's just throwing money to the fire pit, and maybe the fire pit will burn it or it won't burn it. But yeah, I'm not really seeing much on Ford otherwise there.
That's a crazy metaphor, because if you throw money into a fire pit, it's definitely going to burn it.
Not always. I had a bonfire on Friday night, and I threw paper and stuff in there, and some of it was not burnt the next day. So, it could just be slightly scorched.
Maybe you just suck at making fires. Do you ever think of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were you throwing money in there?
No, not money. I said paper. What are you getting?
Oh. You were talking about money. Okay, I was thinking about money. Okay, I'm always thinking about money. I'm like you.
You want to give me some?
Jesus.
Yeah, Tucker, you want to give us some?
Give me some?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking through my filters. I'm not seeing. Ooh, these FSLRs, big earnings.
If the Nasdaq doesn't reject right here, I'm going to take these runners off, and we will wait good and patiently for a brand new trade.
You got more Nokias coming in here.
Nokia lights up the board every now and again. We can take a look at that. It's definitely a relic of the past in a lot of ways. I remember they had some deals kick in last year or some shit, but it memes sometimes. So when I see Nokia flow, I do like to look at it. I added to this position again and move my stop closer. They might kick the floor out here. If not, I'll give 50 back.
Did Tucker drop out?
No, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, you left the Discord one. I was like, what?
Did
Where'd
I?
he go? Anyways, yeah.
Usually he just stays there for 4 hours
That's
on
true.
the show.
Yeah,
it looks like Discord just like reset for no reason.
He's getting ahead of the curve today.
Definitely an opening trade here. 66.18 contracts pretty much traded at the ask there. 62.08 of those traded at the ask.
Dude, every time you
let's take
reload a
peek.
screen, we all just get flashbanged.
Dude, I'm waiting for the storm to pick up. It's supposed to really start here like shortly. So
I'm waiting to see if I get hail, but just big old fat raindrops. We don't even have wind today. The wind hit last night.
Speaking of that, okay, we're gonna take a 2-minute break here. I just want to see how
2 whole minutes. Holy
coming
shit!
in.
All right, I guess I will pop open this trade.
Ooh, yeah,
That's
she's
either gonna
coming.
stop me out
Okay.
for a total loss of like 80, but still up like 150 from that trade. I want them to kick out this floor. I want a new low here. And if they don't give it to me, oh well, fuck me. I'm chopped liver today. That's fine. But I would like it. That'd be nice. That'd be cool. I would like that. like right there, 48-ish, another 10-ish points down to kick the floor out. My full target on that first trade still way down at 321, and we've just been trading around a core 2 contracts this whole way down. And so if they make a new local high here, the trade's done until I get a rejection higher or a full reversal confirmation. Right now we're kind of diddling in the middle, and it's technically, if I was in not the double size right now, my stop would be way up here at 395 because that was technically the downtrend high, and they can still go to about there and stay bearish. But since I sized back up, I moved my stop closer because I don't want to lose on this trade at all. We've been winning, and we want to stay winning. So we'll see if they reverse on me and stop me out basically right now. And if they do, I'll just be looking for a brand new entry for more or less the same damn trade. All right, they got me. We'll be back for more shortly. Maybe even right here, right now, with that initial stop way up there. All right. Did I get liquidity squid? Put that normal 2 position back on. Leave it above that local high. And if they get it, we are back to sitting on our hands until I see some periscope structure change or a true reversal. Are your 2 minutes up? Did I do good?
Yes, they are. Yep.
Dope.
Yep. I just wanted to check the weather because it's getting darker. I'm like, there's no rain yet. And you know what that is, a Midwesterner. You know what that means.
Yeah, we're
so.
just gonna eventually all lose power, and Tucker's gonna be sitting here by himself with nothing to do.
Tucker will be running the show.
No, that's not how that works. If you lose power, the show ends.
Hey! I have a backup stream set up on Restream. It might keep it rolling for like a minute. There'll just be nothing.
Like, and I can just say the most heinous shit.
There will just straight up be nothing there.
Tucker just, oh god. So these Nokias, kind of like the Microsoft one, just another one that would kind of draw my caution, just a little bit here. Starts coming in about that 9, 10, 22 second mark, and then 2 seconds later is your kind of big spike in that volume here. Again, when it comes in, your IV's dropping here, and then it drops even slightly a bit more here on the big size and your big premium as that price is going up. So just again, something I'd be a little cautious about. Doesn't necessarily mean that the flow's not going to work out. Just little things within that flow, especially on something that's up almost 7% on the day too. Just little caution. Again, if I see something like that, like if I really, really love this flow, and there's like the IV here, I kind of don't like that there, especially with the price going up. Like maybe I'm gonna do like a very small position on something like that. Again, that just kind of different ways that I like to trade the stuff. Like again, like if I'm gonna do a full position here, I want everything to look pretty textbook to me. I just don't like that IV decrease. That's not saying that these can't potentially not work out. I would probably lean buy to open on those. That's just what draws caution to me there on those.
And
we do have that dividend
short here.
And we do have a dividend date coming up on these
divvies
too,
for those unawares. A lot of times we'll get a little bit of a price run up into dividend dates, which is the ex-div date, which is the last date where you need to own shares in order to receive a dividend. Sometimes price will pull back after that little run up. And so I don't write anything off just because there's dividend coming up, but I will be a little more cautious, especially to the long side. But real quick, I'm eyeballing another short because once again, we're still towing the line of the 65 and 60 area. 71.85s are finally coming down. We're not really seeing build up below either, but so far this has been support. I want them to turn it into that resistance, like I said earlier. While we were pushing up, we had another spike in net put premium as well. And so I'm eyeballing another rejection to get back into basically the exact same trade we've taken 4 times this morning. But I'll keep you posted on that. But Nokia flow, always interesting to me because it does weird shit for no reason sometimes.
Yeah, I know there was all that Nokia flow a couple months ago. I know Snorlax was posting about it a lot too. That absolute ripper. Usually those names that you don't see a lot of always kind of, should draw your eye. Again, unusual whales, unusual flow. Just kind of common sense.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. No? All right, moving on. When I see you hanging around with anyone. It's not unusual to see me cry. I want to die.
Oh man,
Is that
where
Barry
is
Manilow? I don't even know who sings that, dude.
What do you want from me?
Tucker never left.
I don't know. Nick's being
I'm
crazy.
just sitting here.
Nick's
You want me
being
to
crazy.
berate him?
Yes, please. I'd love to see
You know what?
try.
No. Today's a nice day. Today's the day I'm nice.
Oh,
to Nick.
Tom Jones. I'm an asshole. Sorry, Tom Jones. I didn't mean to lump you in with Barry Manilow. That's my bad. I don't know my white old guys. I gotta work on that.
Well, there goes our sponsors for that.
Tom Jones is Welsh, dude. I don't know shit. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Everything I do is falling flat today. It's fucking Monday. Suck at my job. I'm trading good this morning.
Monday. Yeah. Hey, you know what? We're 100% on trades. Who cares? That's all that matters. Yeah, I'm just looking through my flow feed, man. I'm not getting much. There.
They didn't even hit my profit take.
Did we drop?
We just got a nice little tickle. We're up about 100 on this current trade. I really want that full target. If this bounces back up into that range, I'm gonna be butthurt about it. I'll be a little butthurt about it. The target's not that far, guys. Come on. NASDAQ, don't you want to be cute? But I made it sound way more dramatic than it was. My chart was zoomed in like this, and so that 20-point drop looked like colossal, and so I got excited for a second. I got excited for no reason. We're still just sitting here, man. We're hanging out. But I think they kick this floor out here in a second. They might get my full target. And that will be my last trade of the day, because this is that prop account that I've been using for the show that has consistency rules. And if you guys recall, I accidentally made my life hard last week and postponed my payout because we accidentally made $250 more than we meant to. That was Monday or Wednesday. I can't remember which one, Anthony, but the floor,
I think it was Wednesday.
They kicked the chair out hard, and I was like, oh, shit, we're running. Oh, shit, way through my profit target. It was great.
Yeah, that was...
All right, let's see if this 1 minute candle gets me into close enough territory. Like I said at the top of the show, if it's close enough, just fucking take it. Because I would rather be close enough and not get the full move and miss a little than watch it completely go against me and take my money back. We don't give our money back. Well, until the IRS takes it.
Giving money back is not fun.
Yeah, let's see if this 1 minute bounces out, and I'll take like $150 on this bad boy. Or if they get to my target right away. I'm trailing this mentally to the 1 minute. Let's see. Give me a new local low on the oneer, and let's send it. Let's send it. 16 more points, Nazi. You got this. NASDAQ. Nazi. Honey buns. Sweet baby cheeks. I don't know. I don't have any other nicknames for Nazi, but can you give me that extra 14 points here? Now I'm mentally trailing to the 30-second. If the 30-second sellers don't want to push it down and set a higher high on the 30-second time frame, I'll just fuck off. That's fine. But this is sitting nice. As long as they don't back test this shelf again, I'm fine. I would just really rather they do this sooner rather than later, because we've been sitting in this trade for half an hour.
Yeah, you didn't get it, and you didn't really even get a significant update on that Periscope.
No, it's the same setup.
Absolute, yeah.
It's the same setup here. But again, the reason I got back into that short is we rejected 65 again, while net put premiums kept climbing. I want them to test the bottom of the range that they set off the open. They're going to bounce at it. If this 1 minute doesn't reject right away, I'm just going to flatten. And guess what? We'll take the exact same trade when they get back up there. But I'm not sitting through the drawdown again. We are taking profit on this. All right, I'm out. I will be looking for a re-entry right up around the 60s if they get there. If they don't, I don't give a shit. We are pretty damn close to the profit limit to not screw my payout up. I did lose money on purpose that day to make it a little less hard on myself.
That's so stupid, man.
Yeah, prop firms are designed to make you fail. That's their literal business model. And when I was having haywire brain when my stepdad passed and shit, trust me, I failed a bunch of them. It was bad. But we're back on top this year, homies. We're vibing.
I'm looking at these love puts. These look like potential short puts here, too. Get a nice IV drop here. We're filling the bid the entire time here. 50.69.
What's that total volume?
It is, let's go back here. So it's 34.87. So we are above that, and it looks like that previous open interest too. Looks like it's just a little bunch of sporadic kind of trades in there too. 10% out of the money though. I mean, 52 days out. I when I'm finding trades that are kind of selling premium, I like seeing them a little further out of the money with less time, just so if data eats them a little quicker there. I would lean short on these though.
I would too.
Anything
I'm
else?
curious what amount of the total daily volume is that one.
Oh, I see what. Oh,
yeah,
I see what you're doing.
because we do have a
Let
shitload of open interest on that.
me go back to that. This is.
And real quick, I'm glad we flattened because look at that. Shocker. Lo and behold, NASDAQ said hello. I'm going back right to the bottom of the same range again. You assholes.
It is. It's 54% of your total volume. Or premium, technically. Sorry.
Yeah, let's save it. I could see some of that being some exiting depending on how that initial open interest was open, but we are above. Our volume is above the total open interest, and that open interest doesn't particularly look like it's made by the same individual.
No.
I'm leaning short with you. I think we'll see open interest go up on that tomorrow, but let's save it so we know we're not crazy, and we can revisit that on Wednesday to see how they did.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm just kind of going back and looking. Yeah, it looks like a lot, and I mean, just a lot of contracts just kind of changing hands here, and you're not seeing big open interest increases either. So I would love to say that there, it's for sure probably. I mean, yeah, just a lot of volume and not big open interest changes. These do look short though, to me there. Yeah, what one we will say for sure.
Holy shit. We just got a massive, it broke the chart green candle to the upside on NASDAQ.
Of course.
About a 50, 60 point jump right to VWAP and then instantly rejected from there. I'm glad we weren't in that short when that happened. That would have been painful. That moved fast enough that it created a gap for a second in the chart, and stops would have gotten slippage like crazy on that. That was a pop and a half. Hot diggity. All right, let's see what happens. I'm still keeping an eye on it. My bias hasn't changed yet. They still have the same gamma setup as before. I'm waiting to see how they do here. But that was a nice jump. Look, the SPX mirrored it exactly as well. Right to the top of this positive gamma zone. 7185 still hanging out up there, whispering sweet nothings into your ear from the dark. We'll see what they can do. Or are you just copying the contract to save it?
Yes. Yes, I am. All right.
We did get another actual contract request again from Griftlord on the YouTube chat.
Punch it, Grifty.
The NVIDIA 205C for May 8th. I dropped that for you guys.
I will pop that up here. So it looks like we can take a peek here. So there's a lot of open interest on this one. I'm going to assume that probably looking at a prior day here. It's only 345.
That, by the way, but I'm already taking profit. That was pretty aggressive. I don't want to say.
To me, it looks like this could be a potential handoff here. We'll look. So it looks like, so back on 410 here, you had 10,000 contracts come in here, pretty much at the ask there. Most of that carried over here. Now I'm just kind of following this through. So we do have kind of a lot of big volume days here without significant open interest changes. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, I mean, I'm just kind of doing a visual here. I mean, it looks like I mean, man, that's there's just a lot of contracts changing hands there. I mean, you're 10,000 if we're going to kind of go off that big whale here. Just kind of doing an eye test here. You got 53.78 here. You're about 46.72 here. I think, I mean, just kind of looking at it, it's hard just because there's a lot of volume on this already. But that 10,000 there, or well, about 7,000 give or take, 7,500 give or take there, looks like it possibly could have been passed off to somebody else on Friday, because we had 11,000 contracts traded here on Friday. Can see all that in here, and again, a small drop in that open interest. Not a significant drop, but I think it looks like our 410 whale potentially got out here on 424. Again, there's only one other person that can close at least 4,600 contracts in there, it looks like there. Because it looks like, I mean, in here, just kind of volume-wise and kind of candle size-wise, looks like they were kind of probably getting passed around a little bit in here, looking like a college girl in here pretty much.
Crazy.
But that that 160 here, I
Anthony
think
Sanford
this whale
canceled for misogyny.
Been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's been due.
I'm surprised
yeah,
it took
I
us
think,
this long to catch him.
Me too. That 160 here, I think they're getting out or got out here probably Friday and pass those contracts out to somebody else. Again, just a lot of intraday volume here, just no big significant open interest changes. So I mean, it's just kind of one of those where you have to just kind of use your eyes here more so, and I would say this one is already out there on this one.
Look with your special eyes. My brand. 1-800 contacts? No? Come on.
No.
Come
no.
on.
Anything else you want to add to that one there, Nick?
Nah, that was pretty
it
cut
looks
and dry
like
for me,
that's,
I think.
I mean, it's just a lot of contracts changing hands and just, yeah. I mean, it looks like they're out, though. I mean, good little pop for that whale, 160, potentially 720 there. I'm just going to kind of do that volume-wise there. Yeah, other than that... Oh, hey, it even gapped on Periscope. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. That was a good cut. That was a good cut. That would have been unfortunate. That would have taken back, I think, pretty much all of our profits if we sat through that. It back-tested instantly, but that would have triggered every single stop. Dodged a bullet,
CMG,
so we're
hey,
sitting clean.
Chipotle, or I was gonna say Chipotle's favorite thing. Snorlax's.
You're just gonna call Snorlax Chipotle? He is
Chipotle. I was actually thinking about getting Chipotle here after the stream too. Again, earnings here in a couple days, but IV Spike Spot's filling at the ask there. Nice, yeah. I mean, it's on one contract, a little increase, but yeah. I mean, these look like buy to open there. I know historically on Chipotle earnings, yeah, I mean, recent history kind of down there, and oof, yeah. I mean, it's different every quarter. Every quarter can be different. So I mean, just it's nice to know the history, but again, it can change very quickly. I mean, hey, they consistently always beat their earnings per share, though. It looks like you have that 2 misses there since 2022. So I mean, that's solid earnings, and look at it, they beat it by exactly like 1 cent too. That's hilarious. Hilarious.
Winning.
But yeah, it's a good 8% move there. I like that flow. I just don't like the earnings aspect of it, and it looks like this is probably your big contributor to that too. 43% of the total premium there on the day. Yeah, that is your reason for the spike there. I'm going to save these though because they are interesting.
Old Chipotle.
Oh man, I could. Already hungry, man. Thinking about lunch. Thinking about
what's
lunch,
your go-to Chipotle order before sunset?
Oh, double steak bowl every time.
Yeah.
Man. Double steak bowl.
I like
double steak bowl.
I usually get disappointed by Chipotle. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yeah, we got more Pancheros in the area, and I'll take them over Chipotle all day. We have a local place that makes like leg-sized burritos that are like cheaper than Chipotle, but they are ridiculously big. We'll eat there way more frequently than either of the other two, but. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily a Chipotle hater. It's just they went from budget-friendly protein to a little overpriced for college kids pretty quick.
I'm a sofritas guy.
Huh?
I get the sofritas from like.
I don't know what that is.
We don't. Yeah.
It's one of the fucking protein options, man. It's not that complicated.
I've never heard of that.
I know,
there.
thanks.
Usually it's steak or
chicken. Why don't you
leave
leave your comfort zone for once, you little white boy.
Jeez, Tucker's on one today too. Must have had another date over the weekend. He always gets cocky when he
No,
comes back from these dates.
definitely did
He
not.
so does.
Definitely did not. I wish, man.
All right, this price
All
action's
right,
getting choppy. I'm actually going to close the NASDAQ chart. We're just going to call it there for scalping. So we'll do the rest of this show for some good old-fashioned spicy flow reads. So keep those requests coming in, homies. I know a few new people might be joining in here. Go ahead and drop any requests you have. We'll do that for the next 40 minutes or so. And Wednesday's show is going to be pretty short, too, because of the FOMC panel. But we'll be around. We'll be around.
Yeah, I wish that flow would pick up a little bit here because there is not much coming in there. Just more long-term. Nokia's there, some more service now. We can look at these service nows. I know there was a request for that earlier. I think. I don't know. It was CRM.
Close enough.
One software, whatever. Little multi-leg, 1% out of the money. Getting a lot of put premium kind of climbing up here too. So a little caution on that. Let's take a peek. So it's a descending fill here. Let's just see. So it looks like it's on these in here. Let's just take a peek. So that IV is decreasing here. Spot is filling with the ask there. Couple smaller ones there right below the ask there. Yeah, just kind of one of those that I'd kind of consider risky there. I don't like that IV drop there, and then I also do not like that put premium starting to climb up here too. They are only 1% out of the money though, up almost 3.5% on the day. Just kind of one of those. I don't know. I consider them riskier flow there on something like that. Yeah. Other than that, anything else on now? I know we had just that other one contract. Also that 95s. I think this is one that we touched on earlier. I don't know, man. They all run together after you look at them for so long. 68.24. I think these are the earlier ones that we looked at. 68.24. Yeah, these looked pretty. These look pretty good here too at the ask. They already kind of moved a bit though. 270 up to 388 there. Yeah, just we'll go back and take a peek there. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that put premium climbing up there. I don't like that put premium, and I don't know what is causing that. Let's just see. Ask side puts there, so it looks like it's that 5190 put here possibly, but it's just climbing now, so it's not really showing up either yet. Where is our big contract? Let's go in here and look. All right, let's see. Let's do it by premium here. Let's do puts. So let's see here. So it looks like possibly that 821.95. Let's see what time. So our spike's just coming here at like 9:44ish.
And this one might not be contributing to that spike though, is the thing, because we have a lot of that transacting as no side, which could be cross trades. Midfills will show blue. No side is different. This one, on the other hand, might be causing that spike. That's pretty consistently ask side flow. No confusion there as far as the net put premiums go. But that first one we looked at, I don't think that one really caused much, because anything that transfers as no side or mid isn't going to be included in that calculation.
No, yeah, I mean, this is the closest one here, but it's only 197K in premium, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, 1% of the total premium. Yeah, it could just be a bunch of contracts adding to it there. It's not one massive spike there too. It looks like it's little stair steps up, so just kind of a lot of contributions coming in there. Yeah, I don't like seeing, especially like if I'm gonna grab calls and or puts, I don't like seeing both premiums up there like that. I mean, if they are up there, I always check just because you don't know, could be something that's part of a spread in there. But I'm not seeing really anything sticking out there, and the one we looked at there again, I just kind of hold off on that with that. Come back here again one more time.
One more
Just with
time.
that small, with that small little IV drop when it comes in there. Again, it's not 100% a science. Just you have to follow your own rules here. Again, just kind of one of those coin flips there where you're filling out the ask for 99% of that total flow there. You're up. Well, we were up 3.5% when that came in there, and it already kind of dropped a little bit there. But 1% out of the money, when they're that close to the money there, I kind of like to think they're not selling that premium there. I mean, because if these go in the money, that person can get absolutely hurt very badly if somebody exercises contracts, because there is absolutely no limit to your risk if you are selling premium, especially on the call side of things.
We got a big influx of flow requests.
Yeah,
in
contract,
the YouTube
yes.
chat.
That's my fault.
Let's
I
see,
shot out a comment tweet for anybody who wanted to join for the flow request session to hop on.
Gotcha.
In.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, that gives us some stuff to look at.
Yep. I'm gonna
Hey,
also
there-
just real quick. I'm gonna do that. And also grab myself a beverage. So, you guys are gonna get
You have fun, you
stuck
do that.
with Anthony for a minute, and I will be
Cool.
right back. Well, Anthony's
I
head,
will-
because the camera's so zoomed in. You get stuck with Anthony's head. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, I'll hammer through these calls while he's gone. The QCOM 618 175 ones here. Looks like all that volume from Friday. Most of it kind of about half of it probably carried over there. Seeing a roughly kind of the same sizing here today. I would want to double check that open interest tomorrow. Let's just kind of go back and look. Where do I have all? Let's see. So 3,000. A lot of this open interest has been sitting here since looks like July of last year, about 1,000 there. Yeah, I would just kind of looking at this here, not seeing any big spikes in volume. Kind of just doing a quick glance here. Yeah, your biggest day was there on Friday there with 11,000 contracts traded. Again, just kind of popping this up here, mostly at the ask there on Friday. Yeah, I would just want to double check that open interest. It wouldn't surprise me to potentially see a change in that open interest tomorrow on those. So I wouldn't say anything actionable yet on this. I would just want to verify that open interest and see how that looks there. Then we have the CDE 91815 puts here. Definitely a clean opener here. 3,100 contracts here traded at the ask against 543 open contracts. We know it's an opening trade. When do we have earnings? So we have earnings in 9 days. This probably isn't an earnings trade. I just like to be aware that you could get caught in that trade there. These look pretty good to me here. IV spikes when they come in, spot filling at the ask here, so we're getting a descending fill. Looks like it's 1 cent below the ask there on the 53 contracts there. Let's just follow this up. Cover.
Follow me down till you see.
Yeah, I would say these ones. I would say these look like buy to open there to me. I mean, that little kind of drop there, the 1 cent there, a little bigger size, but again, your IV comes back up, spot's still filling at the ask, and it's not like it's filling right at the bid there too. I would lean buy to open on these. Again, a little longer dated on these, earnings in 9 days. Let's just see how that earnings move looks on these. Ooh, and this one has only, at least out of the last 15 quarters here, has only hit its implied move twice there, and it does kind of favor a positive move there, but it looks like it looks like your kind of biggest one that might have skewed that number there was your Q3 of 2024 there, and possibly your other 3 in here. But typically, I mean, it's kind of a flatter down move there. Just your last couple quarters have been a little healthier there. your post earnings move here. Yeah, just more historically recently. I mean, it's favoring a little more of a upside move there, just post earnings there. Again, I've just said it on everyone so far. Every earnings move will be different.
Good
So
old
just
fashioned
always
coin
kind of be
toss, baby.
cautious. Yep. But yeah, I mean, from a flow standpoint, I'd say this looks buy to open there to me. I just want to pop back because I know you were gone when I did the Qualcomms here.
Yeah.
These 11,000 there on Friday, not even half of that carried over. You got 8,000 here today. I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a change in that open interest there. So again,
it's
nothing
looking
really
like in and out shenanigans
interesting
on
on that one.
Friday. More trimming today. I'm with you on that one.
And again, touching on Friday, let me just go back to Friday here. Actually, click in here and go back. Again, another perfect example of not everything at the ask is always an ad, because look at all that ask side flow coming in, and you didn't even have maybe about half that carried over. So again, just always be cautious. Always be cautious. Just not everything at the ask is a automatic buy, and not everything at the bid is an automatic sell. So just always be cautious with that. Don't listen to the people that say otherwise. Oh God.
No,
So let's
everything
see.
is guaranteed in the world of options. Everything.
Yeah, it's a good marketing tactic. Good marketing tactic.
God. I feel like that would just be a
these-
whole world of legal trouble potential.
Yeah, probably not the best there.
All right, let's look at these no
so
20s.
Yeah, Sam J on YouTube here. I think we looked at the Nokias here.
They're Nove.
I think, or no, Jesus, dude. What is going on
It's Monday,
today?
dude, and we're dying. It just is what it is. We finally
It
got
seems
that
like
wind. Let's see if I get hail with it. Bring it on.
It's really dark here, man, and it's starting to kind of.
Well, homie, hiding in. I don't know if you can see on the tiny. Not really. Yeah, you kind of can.
Not really.
He's just hiding in his cubby.
What a life.
I know, dude.
What a life.
I'm jealous as shit. I want a little closet cubby. What the hell? I can't fit my fat ass in there. Not fair.
Dude, I'd be in there sleeping, taking a nap with the dog. So the NOV's 515.26 is here. So it looks like we have earnings today. 0 is after. Yep. So earnings today on those, really wide bid-ask spread on these here. They're filling more at the ask here. It's again almost just one of those kind of mid fills there. Again, slightly on the ask side there. Ivy drops
really
when it
hate
comes
how
in.
illiquid contracts get sometimes, because it just makes
Yeah.
getting a clean read so difficult.
Yeah, and that is looks like it's our only kind of read on this
Yeah,
one too. I mean,
it's-
everything else
Everything else is dull. I guess we could
very-
kind of look at the 22s and see where that open interest came from, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of volume on this name in general.
Yeah, this one just kind of
Messy entries too there.
Yeah. It looks like all those came in.
407.
So let's go back.
So all of those candles are nothing burgers. They're like 2 contracts each.
Oh, and it's a multi-leg
Yeah,
with
it is,
shares too.
So that doesn't help. I would say that these are bought to open, but to what end, it's harder to say. Because if they're buying to open in a multi-leg with shares, it could be turbo bullish. They could be buying those shares too. But my brain would automatically be like, multi-leg long calls with shares on a name that I don't even know what the hell it is. Random energy name. I would almost assume that they're short shares while they're longing those calls. But that ain't a guarantee of any kind. They could just be turbo bullish and buying all calls. Maybe they it looks like they're in the energy sector, but what aspect? If they're oil related, maybe somebody's trying to make some little sneaky bets or hedging for oil. So maybe the design, it's equipment and components used in oil and gas drilling. So I mean, I could see that going either way, man. I don't love it. Everything's so damn volatile with oil right now, obviously, with the geopolitical connotations going on.
And I mean, your previous earnings too, just not helping you either here.
No,
I mean, it's
like, oh my goodness.
just all, yeah, just I am looking at that historical kind of. I mean, more recently, again, just a little more bullish thereafter, it looks like. But again, just it's all over the place. You don't get a clean read on that. It's 100% a gamble on something like that. I don't think we have. Let's see. Let's just look in here. And all the highest open interest contracts who are all very long dated for the most part there. That 22 we looked at. How about that 20? And it's just junky, absolute junky flow looking too. Yeah,
What an
I
exciting
like
Monday.
you.
We're popping off, King.
Yeah. I mean, like you said here. I mean, I'd if you made me pick, I'd probably lean buy to open here. I mean,
I would too.
shorting
It's just hard.
Shorting a contract in the money is kind of stupid, I'd say. But
Dangerous.
you just yeah. I mean, you'd have to be pretty damn sure on something if you're doing something like that. I mean, you have to absolutely not be incorrect on something like that because you can.
Now the one thing like you could very well say, for the multi-leg with shares, even though they looked buy to open, they also could very well be short. They could be selling covered calls against the shares they own rather than having short shares buying calls to hedge. It could be. I would be leaning buy to open on those nonetheless. I'm just saying that's very much a possibility. They could very well be selling calls against shares they own because that's called a covered call. If that call blows up in your face, more or less the worst that's going to happen to you is you're going to be forced to sell your shares. Now, if you're selling calls naked, that's where you blow your account up and end up owing some random broker a shitload of money because you got margin called. But selling covered calls a little safer. The worst case scenario is you lose your shares for a price you're not happy losing them for. But yeah, a little maybe that could be in there. I'm still leaning that that's not the case on those initial fills back in early April. But it's definitely possible, especially with that multi-leg with shares involved. Just something to think about.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, if you made me pick, if you made me put an order in, I'm gonna probably put in. I'm gonna buy them. I'm not gonna sell them.
Take some curly fries.
if you made me.
We got some Oxy puts hitting the tape. I guess we have other requests though. We can do theirs. We can look at Oxy at the end if we have time.
Do we have other requests? I hit them all while you were gone.
Oh shit! Well, if you got more requests, start dropping those shits. You got us for another few, however long we go. But in the meantime, I'll just drop. Oh, you already got them open. Yep, that's the contract. 54 puts.
Yeah, earnings coming up here, and I wouldn't even want to speculate on earnings for oil, especially after the last couple months. That's I mean,
it's way above my pay grade, bro.
Yeah. IV spikes when it comes in. Spots filling at the ask. Little drop here on one contract, not a big deal. Get another drop on one contract, not a huge deal. Comes back up. Now so a little heavier size here, and price is dropping, so it does kind of explain the little IV drop there. I mean, I'd probably lean buy to open on those again. Earnings flow, and this is flow that actually expired that week too. So if it expires that week for earnings, I kind of consider they're probably trying to play earnings there. Now, if these were like 25 days out, they're probably not trying to. Again, you don't know for sure. Let's see. I just want to look at look at the historical move on Oxy there too. I mean, it favors the upside there more recently there, and I mean, pretty big implied move this quarter, which makes sense, obviously.
Yeah. It could go either way dramatically. I do like seeing it go outside of the implied move pretty frequently, regardless of direction here. That means there might be a little value to be had playing earnings on them because, like I'm sure Anthony already talked about while I was gone, if he was talking about any earnings moves, the implied move is what those options contracts are pricing in by their implied volatility around these binary events. And so like here on quarter 4 of 2025, they had an implied move of like 3%, and they moved 10%. That means the contracts were priced lower than the move, And whoever was long on calls into that move probably got a handsome profit. Now, if they were long into calls and it moved within this range or even tighter, those calls are going to lose value really fast due to theta and due to the implied volatility just imploding because the move did not happen in the way that the options market was pricing in. And so it moving outside of that range might up its playability for earnings a little bit more. But, you know, just the same as any earnings on any name, if you play earnings on something, lottery size. And by lottery size, I mean if you have a $1,000 account, $5 to $10 that you don't care you lose. Like, you don't want to put 10% of an account on an earnings play because it'll blow up in your face. Even if it works and tempts you to do it again in the future, eventually that's going to nuke your shit. So when I say lottery, I mean straight up Powerball, scratch off ticket. Doesn't matter if you lose because it will not affect your underlying at all. That's what we mean by lottery size. The kind of money that if you lose it, literally nothing about your account or your life changes.
Yep, you don't even notice it. You don't even notice it. Just when you place that order, that money's gone. Just
Chuck Geyer asks, when you trade the gamma on SPX using Periscope, are you using options or shares? We're using options. When I'm doing it, I'm using futures. It's literally the same shit. It's just in and out on contracts, short or long. Don't have to worry about theta decay. You don't really have to worry about Greeks at all, except for the delta in futures trading, which isn't the same as delta in options. In futures trading, it's basically buys versus sells. In options, it's rate of change for $1 change in the stock. But I'm using futures when I'm scalping Periscope. Anthony uses options. No shares. I don't got that kind of money, bro. Who do you think I am? Also, SPX doesn't have shares.
This is, and kind of like we were talking about at the beginning of the show, not to completely go off subject. Look at our low volume, not even at 10.5 million for SPY right now. Just
we're an hour and a half into the day, and not even a sixth of the average volume. And mind you, that average volume's been dropping. We've had some pretty low volume weeks in the last 2 months here. Like it's
I mean, look at the
right. It's not nothing, but it's low. So I've already closed our NASDAQ chart. We got stopped out of our runner. We did well this morning. We're done scalping with that. But yeah, I scalp futures and he scalps options. But same strategy basically, more or less the exact same thing.
And like the thing is too, like you see this price action, you know it's lower volume. Like don't get chopped up. Don't keep sitting here forcing trades. I mean, like we got we went what, 4 for 4?
If you have an options one account with a broker and say I'm trying to sell puts, buy the stock first and sell puts. So what I was talking about earlier was covered calls, not cash secured puts. You can do it with puts. It's a little different of a structure. The calls are the ones where you really have that risk of ruin. Because hypothetically, a stock price can always go up. And if you're short calls, every dollar above what you sold them for, that goes is how much money you owe to get rid of them. And so if you sell calls naked, you're just going to go negative and negative and negative and negative and negative until somebody makes you fulfill the obligation of those calls to buy shares at the strike price. And each contract is representative of 100 shares. And so if you're deep in the hole on those, you are going to get margin called out the ass and your account is going to disappear. Don't short calls. Options 1 though, I don't think you can short calls. I think options 1 is just naked contracts if I remember correctly. So I don't even know if you'd be able to sell puts on an options 1. I think you need level 3 plus margin.
I think it is 3, yeah.
I might be wrong.
They're very strict with that.
But put selling is something that, like, if you watch Snorlax's page, he catches a lot of shorts really well on puts and tracks them well as well. I just said well like 50 times in one sentence. But selling puts is a way that a lot of, like, generally the premise is stocks go up, right? And if you're looking at big names, they're not on some kind of ridiculous, batshit crazy run. Selling puts that are kind of out of the money / in the money toward expiration can be a strategy. It's still dangerous, just not as dangerous as calls. But a lot of times people will sell those like way out of the money shits and just collect a few bucks per contract when they expire worthless. It's a little safer than calls, I'd say, but still not something I'm tallying in. I don't got the risk tolerance for it. I tend to long contracts naked, whether it be a put or a call. I tend to buy those to open and don't do a whole lot of selling. I don't got the balls to short stuff. As I only trade shorts on futures, like that's any better. Like that's any
Hey,
better.
I mean, as long as you make your money, as long as you make that money. Yeah, man, my feed is pretty dry for the most part there. NRG 4 days
I
out,
got
like
some
getting
Rocket
30% of
Lab
the money.
puts for Friday. Nothing crazy. I mean, it's nothing crazy. They're pretty clean ask fills. Volume definitely open interest, and right here alone, we've already got something that's giving us that exceeding open interest plus daily volume at the time of fill. It definitely a new position here on these $71 puts for Rocket Lab. Do they have earnings? They do in 10 days.
10 days.
This doesn't overlap.
10 days.
This might be somebody trying to catch a bit of the current pullback today. They're down 2%. I don't see any indication that these are short. I'm also not getting super excited about it. You know what I mean? They're 4 days to expiration. They're 10% out of the money. They don't overlap earnings. Meh. It's clean flow, but it's not interesting to me. Like, it's not really all that unusual. This could be damn near anything, man. Like, there's, 9% out of the money. I guess it could drop another $1 or $2, and these would still profit, but the expiration's so close, that theta decay, that drop in value just by proxy of time, it's going to be pretty high because it's 10% out of the money almost. It only has 4 days to expiration. This value day over day is going to drop significantly if that stock price doesn't drop significantly as well. If this stock trades the same tomorrow, this has an IV of 100% right now. That value of that contract is going to drop significantly just tomorrow, even if it stays the exact same price, because now it's 3 days to expiration. Implied volatility is going to fall off and destroy the value of these contracts. So this isn't something that I would particularly play, but it is clean ask side put flow.
Poets can slap today down 44%.
Yeah, dude. We got to watch the run up. Now we're watching the implosion. I did see some Poet puts a little bit ago on the $8 puts for 2027. But
yeah, and I'm looking at these bid side calls. We do have earnings on the 13th.
I'll just drop the puts I saw in our chat here. We can take a look at that as well.
Yeah, I mean, these calls, I mean, flow-wise look selly to me there. I mean, IV drops when it comes in. All bid side fills there. I mean, they look pretty bid side or selly there to me. Again, I mean, one of those names I don't think I'd want to sell premium on calls on. Obviously, you know how
it's been
like
volatile as all hell, dude. Like, that thing was like $3 when we first started tracking it. It went up into the 10s, I think. Came back, then went back up, and then came back. Like, I'm not touching this. We played it once.
Yeah.
Toward the beginning of the show in December, I think. We played it once. Took our 25%, watched it go to 200%, and then I just never looked at it again.
Yeah, these look pretty good to me here too. I mean, IV spikes when they come in, spots filling at the ask, get the little kind of bid side fills here at the end, but it's your same ask side that was there. I mean, I would consider these still buy to open here. Yeah. Pretty clean cut one there. Man, we are not getting anything.
Yeah, we are getting dry in the volume realm. We already looked at Oxy. We already looked at Poet. We already looked at Rocket Lab. What are these VGs? I mean, they're interesting, I guess. Somebody's buying puts while VG's running up. $10 puts for December. VG is currently up 3%. Pretty clean ask fills. They're all at the ask. Every single one of these contracts transacted at the exact ask. It's tight bid-ask spread, just one little uppies from it, 180 to 185. I would almost assume that these are 5-cent increments on most brokers. This is clean. I mean, I don't hate this. I don't know anything about the stock. It looks like they're buying puts into a run. What is VG? Venture Global Communication Services. Every contract lighting up are puts, except for these 13 calls and then some lower volume down here on high open interest contracts. But it looks like the 10s we just looked at are being bought to open. What are these 11.5s doing? A lot of midfill shenanigans. I will like this one a little less. Yeah, pretty perfect midfill on the vast majority of that position. But with the context of the other puts, I would almost assume bought to open because of where they started. They started out at a perfect ask, and then it got a bid-ask spread widening. They're still filling at 80 the whole way. Nothing to it that. I think both of these are bought to open. The 11.5s and the 10s. Wait, there's another 10 contract.
Yeah, some McDonald's earning puts coming. I don't know if I'd short McDonald's with how much I...
He's like, I'm carrying the
food I buy
single-handedly.
Yeah, I'm going to make it go all the way up there.
Dude,
hey guys, Anthony just bought the entire McDonald's corporation.
Yeah,
kind of
McDonald's
impressive.
insider trading because we know that that Anthony's gonna go buy like 1 million meals right now.
Oh, dude, if I was the CEO and got like free meals, dude, it's all I'd eat.
That'd be dope. I'd be so fat. I would be gone.
Spikes.
I would
dude, I could eat their fries.
Overweight.
I could seriously eat their fries every single day.
The opinion about Tesla. EU asked about QQQ and MNQ. We're done trading MNQ for the day. We're just going to be doing flow requests into the end of the show today, but come by Wednesday, we'll be scalping. I'll be scalping the NASDAQ again. He'll be scalping the S&Ps again. Don't you worry. We ended up, we hit some nice trades right out of the gate this morning. Then we ended up in kind of a chop range without much market volume. So we're calling it a day for the scalping on a win. We did, as you can see, if you go back to that real quick, Anthony, that short that I was trying to fish for before we quit.
There we go. Yeah.
It happened dramatically without us, but it is what it is. We took our wins and walked away. We're fine.
Yeah, not the best price action right now, especially low volume. Yeah, those McDonald's puts earnings flow, obviously. IV spikes when they come in, spots filling at the ask. You get the one little drop there on one contract, not a big deal there. They look buy to open there to me again. Earnings flow, anything can happen. Let's just look at there.
We did check CRM flow at the top, but if there were any contracts that you saw, Anthony, we can take a double peek at the ones you saw. I'm assuming he came in a little later. But we did look at CRM.
Yeah, I think we looked at it a couple times, actually. Let's just do a...
I don't remember if we saved anything from it or
not. No, we did not.
US, do you think QQQ trends up or down from here? With the way volume's happening, honestly, my bias was short this morning, even with that 71.85 above, but I think we're going to be trading the opening range for a while today. They have done nothing to get away from this heavy positive gamma in SPX. This whole range is where we've been chopping literally all morning. We were catching some shorts on the rejections during it this morning, but it just feels like they're back testing positive gamma and still setting up between 7165 and 7150. Like this range here, it's been in it all day. So if you're a range scalper, this is your shit, right? Like they're not setting new lows and they're not setting new highs. This is what range traders love to see. I'm a directional short trader usually. And so right now you could argue we're looking at, some bear flag action on the S&P. But with the way this positive gamma is not really going anywhere, I would be hard-pressed without a structural change to say buyers or sellers are going to go too terribly far away from this area. That said, net put premiums have been running the day all morning. On all of the spikes we've had from this range, that net put premium has gone nowhere. So if I had a general bias, just a gut feeling, I would be feeling trending down from here. But again, I don't really see buyers or sellers get too far away from heavy positive gamma zones. So they really need to turn this 7160 into a firm rejection spot, firm resistance. Because earlier this morning, we were taking shorts off of it, and then they kept holding it as support. It kind of looks like they lost it now, but at most, I would say we set a new low of day and then go right back into the same range, because that's what they've done on every pullback. And you know, market's going to do what it's doing until it doesn't. But right now, that's kind of the trend. They're testing the extremes of this range, and they have yet to really break out either side. Until then, we're ranging still. For me, this is where I tend to be hands off. If you're ballsy and really bearish, you could chase this flag, but the back test is really high. Like, you'll be sitting through 20 points of drawdown and still be right if it happens, but you'll have to stomach the drawdown. This is a hands-off position for how I trade personally.
Yeah, I gotta get some
But it
volume
feels
in here,
the S&P feels a little heavy. I'm just really wary about the positive gamma that we're sitting on, because they still, even right now, we're losing that 7160 down into the 7150s, and they still haven't set a new low. They still haven't broken the range in either direction. So until one of those happens, and then you get a back test to that range, I'd be hands off. You could be big ball swinging and chase the short if you wanted to. I don't have that kind of risk tolerance because, again, the stop out's going to be really high, like basically high a day. Maybe my cowardice is showing.
For the for the CRM one there too. Yeah, just that 5-1-1-8-7-5 call was the interesting one. Already significantly up. Wouldn't want to chase something like that. That 5-1, just kind of a lot going on in here now. And then the 121-300. Oh, there's already open interest on that one. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else interesting on CRM besides what we already kind of looked at there. I am going to have you do that piss break thing, though, because I got to go take a piss break, man.
This dude's stealing my shit, man.
Yeah, wait.
Hey, this is the first piss break.
Is he allowed to do that? I know, it's really peaceful, honestly.
I can't believe how. Oh my god.
I got my cameras broken. Oh, that's right. I had to move yours from that one. That's right. Damn. I guess I'll just hang out alone here. Now it's silent. Now there's crickets. Yeah, no problem, Visa. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it coming in late, etc. We go for a couple of hours every Monday, every Wednesday. And again, you can always it's going to be here permanently, especially if you're on the YouTube one. You can always just go back, take a peek at anything you think you missed. They will always be permanently housed. I'm just scrolling through my feed here. Again, just like Anthony was saying, it's another low volume day. I'm not getting anything crazy exciting in my flow filters. I guess this little guy could be interesting. It's way out of the money though. This is on the Intel $97 calls that just came in on my feed. Pretty clear ask side transactions here. I'm leaning bought to open on these for sure. But I mean, come on, 16% in 4 days. Like, what are we doing here? This little guy snuck in as a multi-leg, but that's a nothing burger compared to the rest of it. I don't know about this. Like, these are clean ask side fills in this series of orders, but on the totality of the contract, we have a bunch of little baby penguins over here at the bid. I would happily lean buy to open on these. I just don't know if I agree with it. Once Intel's, they don't have earnings for forever. Like, what even is this? And the IV's so high as well. I can't even call this a momentum chaser because it's 16% out of the money and expires this Friday. I don't know how I feel about this. What do you think, Anthony? You feel anything spicy about these $97 Intel calls for Friday?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. Not, yeah.
They're spicy, but maybe a little too spicy.
Yeah, I mean, Intel can rip though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
and you'll never believe.
Fucking 60%. Like, what kind of news is on the horizon for that? You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it just because if we get some crazy news, just out of nowhere for no reason, and that actually happens, I'm gonna scream because I ain't buying that contract. There ain't no way.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, 16% off the money. Yeah.
4 days. That's some Jay-Z shit.
Dude, the dog came in. Somebody let the dog out, and I'm not gonna say who. Dog came in and must have been running in the mud because it's raining now, and the dog was playing in the mud. So guess what I get to do right when we're done here? We gotta go stop him from running around on all the couches.
Yeah,
Hooray,
I'm gonna have to.
Can't wait.
We have like a patch in our backyard that's better now that the like Midwest drought is basically over. The grass is growing in it again, but it just turns into a straight up pigsty mud puddle, and they love to dig their nails way into that mud while they sprint around chasing each other, and then it just creates 10 minutes of cleanup for me before I even let them in the damn house. Ugh. I get to do that right when we're done, too. We'll probably keep going another 5 to 10 minutes, y'all. So if you have some last-second flow requests, toss them in. Now we're going to see also, if I was talking out of my ass on this dip, we just got to a new low for the first time today on SPX. My expectation is another bounce up toward 7160 before they really dump, if they're going to. We do have some changes here. Positive gamma above that was giving me pause earlier is falling off. 7185 has fallen off considerably. 7160 a little bit. 7165 a little bit. And if you remember, these guys were support earlier this morning. They were part of the reason we were taking our hands off for a bit. Right now, we're setting up below at 7115 again, and that same 7100 we talked about earlier. That's still a stretch for me. I still expect them to range a bit before they really move in any direction. The only thing that would change my mind is a Trump tweet yeet, which can very much happen. So right now I'd be keeping an eye on this. If I had chased the short, like I talked about earlier when homie asked, that would have been my profit take. I would have taken my profit out on the new low, expecting them to do what they did every other time they set a new local low, which was bounce back to the range. Now, if they do bounce back into this range of the 7165 and 60 and reject again, that right there is a clean short for me, because we still have nothing but negative gamma below us. The negative gamma can cause some acceleration toward the next positive market maker positioning. That's what I'd be looking for on another back test. But otherwise, exactly like I said earlier, about 10 points up, this is chasing. I want to wait and see that 7160 become resistance, because until it does, this is going to be a magnet. Or, you know, until Trump says something on Truth Social and gives us 150 NASDAQ points in half a second.
Oh, it does look like, oh, I don't know. I thought I saw a headline. Everybody ignore me. Ignore me.
It's like, speaking of Trump tweet yeet.
Can't trust half the headlines coming around anyways, man.
And again, just like we were saying, all of the movement today is happening on borderline nothing volume. There's no volume at all. Where's our averages at now, Anthony?
We are at, just pop this open here. Sector flow. We are at, hey, we got maybe about
a million volume has transacted in the 40 minutes since we talked about it. There's no volume today, man. So it's see money, take money unless you get a really strong move, I would say. Like, if you're a range trader, they're still just setting ranges under ranges all day, and there's not a whole lot of volume behind it. It'll take a tweet to cause a rocket or a knife, and if/when that happens, it's going to be fast. I wouldn't want to be in a position on the opposite side if it happens.
Jeez. Yeah, I think the only thing... Yeah, nothing is even close.
Yeah, my feed is completely dry. We've already looked at all of the new shit that I've gotten so far.
Yep.
We might be drying up on low volume day, y'all. This is where it's going to get dicey if we ever get this show longer term. What the fuck are we going to do when there's no volume on anything? We're going to have to start lining up some pretty banger guests. I want to do that anyway.
Make fun of Tucker.
Yeah, you could sell tickets on
that.
You
do that anyway.
Yeah. We should monetize that. But are the yellow range lines automatically created? If you're talking about this cone, yes. The cone is an arbitrary visualization of the at-the-money spread for the day. So the extremes are that 7183, 7125. The cone is a 10-minute time frame visualization of it throughout the day. It widens into close where it actually would settle. Don't trade based on this. I know you'll see people talking about, oh, the cone held, the cone rejected, the cone held. It's an arbitrary timeline. The shape of this cone changes with that time frame. It's just set to 10 minutes automatically on the back end for the visualization of it. All of these reactions you're seeing, it's absolutely coincidence it's happening at the cone. It's not a playable thing. Some people play it. That's their prerogative. It's technically not playable. It's just a picture. It's just a picture. The real cone, it's going to vary its shape and where the cone falls based on that time frame. One of our devs showed me this because I was doing that. I was trading based on the cone. They showed me not to do that. They changed the cone's time frame to 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Very, very different from what it looks like on the 10-minute. It's kind of arbitrary. All of these rejections are still coinciding with gamma levels. Like the first time it rejected the cone, it was 7165 gamma level. This time when they rejected the cone, it was the 7160 gamma level. It's coincidence. Here they held the 7145 from above, and they're doing exactly what I said they would like 4 minutes ago. I said, hey, look, we're falling, but I bet you they bounce off of that gamma back into the range, and they are. They're already back above 7150. So if they get all the way up to 7160, 65 range, and you think we're going to keep ranging like we are, that's where you'd short. But I'm hands off. I'm done scalping for the day.
There is somebody banging at my door, so I will be right back.
We can, we're pretty much dried up on requests as well. We'll go ahead and wrap up here, I think. Anthony, you can run away and tell that person to get the hell off your lawn.
Yeah, they've rang the doorbell like 4 times, and I'm like, who the hell is ringing the doorbell? So I will go deal with that. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out.
Later, brother.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right.
Oh, silence. Oh,
With all that
God.
said, homies, we'll be back again Wednesday morning, this time on time. We'll be live at 9 a.m. Eastern. It'll be a little bit of a shorter show on Wednesday because I also have to host the FOMC panel of experts for Unusual Whales on Twitter here, but that'll be via a space, not a video. But other than that, we'll revisit some of that flow that we looked at today. We'll take some more Periscope scalps right out of the open. If you come on by at 9 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing open interest change reviews and looking at some of the flow from the prior day, as well as some pre-market chart prep for scalping. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. Thanks for keeping chat active as you did today, and we will see you Wednesday. Take care, everybody.
See you guys.